Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Green Ace College Football Week 14. Let's go, Ace.
Bam. All right, boys and girls, College Football Week 14. Cannot wait, but cannot believe this is the last week in college football before the conference championships. Big Reed, cannot believe the season has just flown by, but it's been a great season. And before we get into the Week 14 episode, everybody hit that subscribe button and welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button if you enjoy the video and join the membership. Link is in the description. Join the Patreon membership for bonus picks.
And purchase your merch right below. It's right there. You can get it. It feels great wearing this right now. Feel like a straight up G.
Yeah, get your DGF merch and yeah, let's start the episode off. First, want to thank everybody that showed up to the meetup and watch party on Sunday and at Shaky. So appreciate everybody coming out. It was a good time. It's always a good time when you have good pizza and football, right?
Yeah.
So it was always a good time. We appreciate everybody that came out, and so thank you guys again. We are definitely planning for the future for Biloxi. Biloxi, we're coming. We're coming for Biloxi, and obviously we usually have at least 1 or 2 annual meetups in Vegas, and we'll continue to do that. Any suggestions, feedback, let us know. I want to thank a lot of people commented or DM'd us and say, whenever you guys come to Delaware, or when you guys come to Texas, or when you guys come to Mississippi, hotel, meals on us, Florida. So we appreciate that, and hopefully we can get out to these different cities. Let's get into a recap, Big Reed. Last week, UNLV 27-16, moving to 9-2. What do you think? Are UNLV playing good this year, man? 9-2.
Yeah, I watched this whole game because I actually took this game. I took UNLV -6. This was a good game. I mean, San Jose State was up and it was raining. I didn't know what was up with UNLV, but I took UNLV and then they came through at the end. The go-ahead touchdown in the fourth.
Yeah, UNLV played bad, honestly. They were playing bad. They were down and then just shut out San Jose State in the second half. UNLV 9-2. They're ranked number 22 now. I don't think they're going to be able to jump all the way into the playoffs, but it's a good season for them to build on, that's for sure. Ohio, big game on Saturday. Ohio State beat Indiana 38-15. That was probably the game of the week, and I mean, Ohio State clearly showed that they're the team to beat here. You know, Indiana's still not there yet. Good story, but they're not there yet. What are your thoughts here? This was your pick.
For sure, yeah. I was just going to say that I had this. I expected a lot better from Indiana than this, and kudos to Ohio State. I mean, they just whooped them from the start.
Yeah, I mean, it was 14-7 at half, so it's not completely crazy,
I mean,
right?
that's from the second quarter. They took over 7-0 at the end of the first.
Yeah, and then
Indiana. I thought it was looking good, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I knew Ohio State was coming.
And they came hard and, yeah, just dominated Indiana. I mean, Texas beat up on Kentucky 31-14. Penn State squeaked out a win 26-25 versus Minnesota. Notre Dame 49-14 over Army. That was my pick, actually, the one game I got wrong last week. And Notre Dame just dominated these guys from the get-go. Army, honestly, their defense looked like crap. They couldn't stop Notre Dame's run game at all. And their offense, obviously, it's, run-based offense, looked bad. And, they just had some bad mistakes, too. Then they got some injuries on their D-line, and they just went from there. Just disaster showing for Army. I wish it was at least more competitive. Even if they didn't cover, I wanted them to at least stay competitive, just in general in a big game like that. But they look bad. Notre Dame is looking good.
So Army's done now for the playoffs.
Yeah, they're done. They're completely gone. I don't even think they're ranked in the top. They're not even ranked in the top 25 at all.
Yeah.
They completely fell out. They were number 19. But they're done. But still 9-1, it's good for them. Hopefully they can jump into a nice bowl game.
For sure, yeah.
Oklahoma dominated Alabama 24-3. Just spanked them. Big Reed, what are your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I had this one too. I mean, I thought I was expecting a lot better showing from Alabama. This is a huge disappointment and shocker. anyone who says that and doesn't live in Oklahoma is lying to themselves.
Yeah, I mean, big shocker, but more so, Alabama just stinks. This was honestly, Alabama sucks. Alabama is not the same team, and we knew that the whole year. They have played like complete crap. And they're on the road here. They played like complete crap. Kalen DeBoer doesn't know what the hell is going on. They don't got the talent. They're not the same team, period. End of story. Alabama stinks. And, nobody should be picking Alabama the rest of the year. Do not pick Alabama. Don't think about it. Don't even look at the line.
Are
Just
they done?
through it.
For the playoffs? Do you think they could have a chance at the playoffs?
No, they're not making the playoffs. They're done. That's it. It's over.
They're 13 though.
They're not making the playoffs. They're done. They're done. It's over for Alabama. They don't deserve to be in there. What do you mean 24-3? You're getting kicked by this horrible Oklahoma team? This is complete crap. It's an embarrassment to the Alabama program how far they have fallen since Nick Saban has left in less than a year. And this is just a horrible.
It's kind of like Michigan. But not as bad.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan has fallen off, and they have a worse record too.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people saw that coming.
Yeah.
Because Michigan, they were never a powerhouse team until Harbaugh came in there and made them like a top tier program. Alabama has been a top tier program. Nobody saw them going to fall off this bad, right? Like look at Ohio State. They lost Urban Meyer and they still are competing, right?
Yeah.
But no, I don't think anybody saw this, but whatever. I have nothing else to say. This is just a crappy team, Alabama. Miami beat Wake Forest 42-14. They just got to win, they just got to win this week and they're going to be in the playoffs 10-1.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with anything here. They won. Good for them. I mean, you blew out Wake Forest. Good for you.
Yeah. I'm not buying Miami.
Yeah.
I just don't think they have enough to actually compete. But let them get in the playoffs, and maybe they can win a game. Maybe. I don't know. Ole Miss lost to Florida. That's disappointing. Lane Kiffin fan, and all they had to do was beat Florida, and they were going to be in the playoffs. And now they lost. They're done. They're donezo.
Where are they ranked?
They're
14. Shoot.
They have no chance. They're done. They are done. Alabama is done. That's it. These guys are out. Nobody wants to see these guys. They're losing to Florida.
Go.
It's complete trash. Georgia 59-21. What kind of crap is this? Georgia giving up 21 points to Massachusetts?
Yeah, that's bad.
They look like complete crap. I watched this game. They look like complete crap.
I think their defense is very overrated. I think we learned that earlier in the season.
Yeah, this is not the same Georgia defense anymore.
Yeah.
Georgia stinks. Georgia, let me make this clear. Georgia is not winning the college football playoffs. Do not put any futures on Georgia. Do not take them to win the championship. Georgia is done. Georgia is not winning this year. Don't save your money. Anything you want to say about Georgia?
I mean, I agree 100%. Why are they ranked right now?
They're ranked number 7?
Yeah, they're not winning. I still think Ohio State or Texas wins it. But there's other teams ahead of.
Yeah, there's enough teams out there that are way better than you. Don't want to mess with Georgia. Don't waste your money. If you want to lose some money, DM me. I'll send you guys my address or my Venmo, Cash App. You can just send me the cash. I will take it. Do not waste your money here on Georgia. Tennessee 56-0. Don't waste your money on Tennessee. They're making the playoffs, number 8, but they're not going anywhere. They're not winning the championship. Do not waste your money. Boise State, they 17-13 over Wyoming. Snuck out this win versus Wyoming. This is one of our bonus picks. Wyoming plus 22 in the Patreon membership. What are your thoughts here, Big Reed? Genty got 2,000 yards.
Yeah, Genty definitely should be the Heisman, but he's not going to be, unfortunately. Travis Hunter's going to get it. He's already like minus 2,000. Anyways, Boise State should have played a lot better. Wyoming put up a great game.
Yeah, I mean, Boise State, I think this was kind of a look-ahead game. They just were like, oh, we'll win. We're playing a really bad Wyoming team. And, and they got lucky to win. They were down in the fourth quarter, so they could have lost this game, but they won. Congrats to Genty, first 2,000-yard rusher in college football in a while.
I think it was since Derrick Henry or something. And Derrick Henry won the Heisman.
So, Genty, I like the guy, and, congrats to Boise State. They're ranked, number 11 right now, so they just got to win. And win pretty decent. They don't want to squeak out a win, potentially get bumped out, but just got to win pretty comfortably. SMU 33-7. They've jumped into the rankings, number 9, Big Ree. Yeah. SMU, we've been saying we want to see SMU, and, they got the W.
Yeah, for sure. SMU, that's definitely a sleeper school.
Yeah, their offense looks good. We'll see if their defense can hold up against another top-tier program.
Yeah, I think that's going to be an issue, unfortunately.
We'll see. No, I think they're better than a lot of people expect, honestly. I think people are expecting, they're not that good. Their defense probably sucks. Their defense is actually not that bad. I just don't know if they haven't really played anybody great. So we'll see. Arizona State beat BYU 28-23. BYU, 2-game losing streak after starting 9-0. Arizona State, 9-2. What are they ranked? They are number 16.
Oh, all right, just for the record, BYU done?
Oh, BYU's done for sure. What are they? 19. They have no
chance.
No chance at all. They're done.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Good.
No chance.
Arizona State have any chance?
Outside chance. Outside chance. They win comfortably and some other, dominoes fall. You never know.
Okay.
Never know. A 10-2 team, potentially. Auburn, what a game. Auburn beat Texas A&M 43-41 in
overtime.
4 overtimes.
Yeah, 4 OTs.
It was a great game. I watched this game. This was a back and forth, game, and Auburn took care of business, and Texas A&M, they're donezo. They had a chance to be in there, but now with 3 losses, they're officially done. What are they ranked? 20. They're done. But congrats to Auburn. Good win for them. Program win for them. Anything you want to say on this game, Big Ree?
No, just a good win for Auburn.
All right, then Kansas beat up on Colorado 37-21. Colorado were 16. They're done now. They're not, they're ranked number 25. They have no chance of the playoffs. I want to say this. I don't know if I thought Kansas was going to win here or win by 16, but I'm not surprised. I don't think Colorado is a top-tier program that can compete at this point. They're growing, and they have a good offense. They got 2 top 5 NFL picks, but they're not the real deal. But they're growing, and they keep getting recruits. Give them another 2-3 years, they could be interesting, but they just don't have the talent. It's just in Boulder, not enough talent. But I didn't see them losing by 16. What are your thoughts, Big Ree?
Yeah, everything you said I agree with. I definitely didn't see them losing by 16. They were actually winning in this game, and then they blew it. I did think Kansas was going to win by between 6 to 8, somewhere around there, a touchdown. But because Kansas has beaten some other schools too, lately.
Yeah, they've been on a little roll lately.
Yeah, and they should get in. They should get into the rankings. But yeah, I mean, like you said, Colorado's making progress, but they're not a contender.
Not yet. You got to get
2 years away, I'd say.
To be a top 5, top 10 team, you got to it's also talent. You got to have a lot of talent.
For sure, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like how when Jim Harbaugh went to Michigan, it took him time, but he got the program going.
Yes, I think they're heading in the right direction.
Sure.
They got a good coach. They got they got good assistant coaches, so they're in the right direction. It's just they're not there yet. But for them to be 8-3 in Deion's second year, I think that's
great.
great.
A huge success.
A
huge success season. For sure.
I think at this point now they just want to try to win out the next, win the next game, then win the bowl game, and
it's a successful season.
Yep. Clemson beat the Citadel 51-14.
Yeah.
South Carolina beat Wofford 56-12. You know where Wofford University is, Big Ray?
No clue.
I have no clue, but I remember.
Maybe Connecticut, I'm guessing, East Coast?
Definitely in the East Coast, probably in the Northeast, but I don't know. But they're definitely they were a pretty good team in basketball. A pretty good men's basketball team.
Yeah, they always make some noise
at some point. Or was that Monmouth? Anyhow, but Warford, nothing to write home about. Iowa State beat Utah 31-28, snuck out the win versus Utah.
Yeah, Utah's pretty much falling apart.
Yeah, I mean Utah just they don't have a QB. They don't have any offense. They just they're not the same team. And that kind of rounds up the top 25 recap last week. Big Re.
Yeah.
Should be a good week. 14. A lot of impactful games. You guys got to win out if you want to make the playoffs.
For sure, yeah. You definitely got to win out. I mean, all left is this week in the championship week. So you got.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave anything on the table where to give the committee some doubt, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because at the end of the day, there might be 12 teams now in the playoffs, but there's going to be one or two teams that are going to be like, damn, they should have been in. That's just how it happens.
Yeah, I know everyone's happy that it's 12 teams, but I would have loved a 16 team.
Just to make it a full, but I think right now there's a lot of buys, so.
Yeah.
I think they wanted it where like some teams.
So who's in for sure? Let's look at it. Oregon's in.
Oregon in.
The top 5 have to be in.
Ohio State is in for sure. Texas is in for sure. Penn State's in for sure. Notre Dame is going to be in regardless, unless they get blown out by like 30. I don't see them. But they potentially they're playing USC, so you never know what happens there.
I think Miami and Georgia in either way.
Miami should be in. Georgia, maybe not. If they lose again. They're going
to play Alabama in the championship game, right?
Yeah, but whoever wins the conference championship, I think, is automatic in there. But they lose. You lose 3 games.
What if they lose? I think it happened last year. They lost to Alabama in the championship game, but there's only 4 teams last year, right?
And they didn't make it.
Well, remember where I go? It's guaranteed.
That. Yeah.
So I think I would say the top 6 are guaranteed.
Yeah.
Or top 5 is definitely guaranteed.
But Georgia, I don't know. They should make it, but who knows? Tennessee, you never know if they lose.
Everything else is questionable.
SMU, Indiana, all these guys. You start losing, that's it. You can easily get jumped. Who's outside looking in? Alabama. If Alabama wins big and these guys lose, they can jump in. Ole Miss. I don't know. I just don't see either of these guys. I don't think they deserve it, but maybe they can do it. But I don't see it. I don't think they. Another interesting team is South Carolina, 8-3. They're winning as of late, so I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
How you're playing towards the end of the season matters. Anyhow, Big Ree, let's get into the $100 trivia of the week. Big Ree, you lost last week. Yeah. You won the week before. You broke the losing streak, and then we thought you were going to go on a winning streak, but you didn't. And you're always literally one off here. So hopefully, you can get this $100 for Thanksgiving, and Black Friday, maybe scoop something up on Black Friday, and So are you ready for the $100 trivia? Everybody play along, just to see if you guys can, win the $100 trivia. Basically, what we're going to do here is we're going to go through the top 10 NFL wide receivers in receiving, and top 10 leaders in receiving yards.
Yeah.
And you have to name what college they went to.
Okay.
You're going to have to name 8 out of 10.
Okay.
So you get 7, you lose.
Jamar Chase is LSU and Justin Jefferson are LSU. So
you got, number 1 and number 2. Jamar Chase, number 1. Jefferson, number 2, LSU. Big Ree is coming out cocky. I don't know if that's gonna jinx you. You didn't even let me give you the question. You just jumped out there, coming out cocky, wanting to be 2-0. I think this cockiness is I'm already calling. I think this cost you, Big Ree.
Okay.
I already can feel the energy that this cost you, but we'll see. Number 3, CeeDee Lamb.
Lamb. But yeah. I'm going to get it wrong by Oklahoma.
Got it. 3-0. Got it. Pulled it out. Number 4, Terry McLaurin.
Oh, yeah. I'm not getting this.
Wide receiver, Washington.
I know it's going to be done, but not always. No. Tennessee.
Ohio State.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get that.
So you're 3-1. Zay Flowers, Baltimore.
Oh, shoot. I should get this. I don't know why it's not coming.
Take your time. We're not in a suit. We're in no hurry. So take your time. Think about it a little bit.
It's not Ohio State. It's not LSU. It's not Alabama. Tennessee.
Nope. Boston College.
Yeah.
So you're 3-2, Big Ree.
Yeah.
You got to run the table now.
Yeah.
Your cockiness really got you. Really got you, Big Ree, this time. George Pickens.
Oh shoot.
Wide receiver, Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think you went to Pittsburgh, right?
Nope. Georgia. So you've already lost, and we're only through 6, and you've already lost. And you started off really hot, Big Ree, and you just completely dropped off. You've got the last 3 wrong, but let's see if you can at least finish off and some respect right here. Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Oh, he's Ohio State.
Okay, very good. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
USC, obviously.
Okay. There's a tie for number 9. Okay, Brock Bowers.
Oh, Georgia.
Okay. So you've got 6 now out of 9, Big Ree. So at least get some respect on the last one. And it is only right that the last person on this list at number 10 is your boy that you're so hyped about. And so I really, really expect you to get this one, Big Ree, because you talked this guy up. Wide receiver, Cortland Sutton, Denver Broncos. Your boy that you've been hyping up for the last 3 years. Every time I talk about Denver, you talk about how great of a wide receiver this guy is. Here's your opportunity to show your respect to Cortland Sutton and tell us what college he went to.
Yeah, I'm not going to get it.
Come on, Big Ree. Get some respect. Respect. You got to give a guess.
Texas?
Close.
Texas Tech?
Close. I'm going to give you 2 clues, and then that's it. Okay. First, it is in the state of Texas. Number 2, the team is currently in the top 12 rankings. So I'm going to give you 1 pick. Redeem yourself right here.
Oh, then it's got to be SMU.
Very good. Okay.
That doesn't count, though.
That doesn't count. You got it wrong, but still.
There's no other school in Texas besides.
Oh, that's true. Nice. That's true. I'm glad you picked up on that, Big Ree. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
But yeah, so I was 6 for 10.
6 for 10, Big Ree. You tied with Javi.
You know what? I honestly knew you were going to ask this, but I didn't want to cheat.
What do you mean?
Because you did quarterbacks the first week, then you did running backs. So I knew you were going to do wide receivers this week, so I was going to look it up. I was like, I don't want to cheat.
Yeah, but I could have. There's no guarantee that I was going to do wide receivers. I kind of
had a feeling you were going to do wide receivers.
Well, why didn't you go with it then?
I don't like to cheat.
You should. Okay, well that's fair, but you should have gone with it. You got to do your research. This is research.
I could have just asked JBT. She would give me all the answers, and
you would have been prepared.
Yeah.
You should have done it. You can't say ifs and buts are candy and nuts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's everybody says, yeah, I knew the Dodgers were going to win the Super Bowl, the World Series. Yeah. I knew they were going to win. Come on, Big Ree. If you knew, you should have jumped on that. This wasn't a guarantee that I was going to put the receivers out there.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I go through it first, and I'm like, does this look like, is this too easy? And I was like, no. I thought you would be. I didn't think you were going to get McLaurin. I thought you were going to get Zay Flowers. A lot of Boston College.
I should have got that. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I thought you were going to get George Pickens, and you didn't. But it's okay. Respectable. Yeah. 6. Javi got 6.
What about Harry B?
Harry B got 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Harry B, and so. Let me see. If I really went through it, I would have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would have been 8. I don't think I would have got 8, maybe 9. I didn't know McLaurin went to Ohio State, so I would have had 8. The only thing is Sutton, I wasn't 100% sure on, but it's all good. All right, Big Ree, let's get into the BS segment of the show, and we got, it's perfect that it's Thanksgiving. We got Thanksgiving in 2 days, November 28th. Nothing like the week of Thanksgiving. I'm assuming you're off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so you got a 4-day, 4-day week. The build-up is great. I think we were talking about there's football literally every day this week, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's great. So what are your other than what are you most looking forward to this week, Big Ree?
Seeing my friends and family.
That's what you're most looking forward to?
Yeah, for sure.
So do you have some, what you're just gonna go to dinner or what?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
A little bit of a BK though, because the Packer game's at like 5:30 Pacific time.
On Thursday, against the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay. So why is that a BK? You should be super pumped. You got Thanksgiving dinner. Your team is playing. I mean, what else do you want?
I'm not gonna be able to watch the game where I'm going, unfortunately.
You can watch the game. You got a phone, bro. Pull out your phone. Come on,
I
man.
don't like watching on my phone. I need a big screen.
Wherever you're going, tell them to put the game on. It's not disrespectful. To put on the NFL game on Thanksgiving. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Just ask the host, put it on. I think you're more worried that it's Thanksgiving and your team might lose, and you're like, oh crap, that's gonna ruin my Thanksgiving. My team is gonna lose. I think that's what you're more concerned about. You guaranteed that the Packers are gonna win. You guaranteed that.
Yeah, that's a hammer.
You guaranteed that the Packers are gonna win. So, but I think I would be excited. Like, there's nothing Thanksgiving. Your team is playing. I mean, holy crap, that's a good day. Are you gonna do any Black Friday shopping?
Oh, probably not. That's if
you had this $100, that would have helped stipend your Black Friday shopping.
If I do it, it's online. That's the one day I just like to stay in, not go anywhere, because everyone is so hyped and willing to spend money.
So you're not going to be on the Black Friday crowd.
No, if I do, it's online.
Online, got it.
I don't gotta move from where.
So on Friday you just stay home and do nothing.
Yeah, watch college football. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah,
there's a lot of games. I look at the whole slate.
Oh, there's a whole slate on Thursday.
Because pretty much this Friday is equivalent to a Saturday. Because it's like everyone, even if you don't have off, people are gonna take off. I'd say like 80%.
Yeah, nobody's going in on a Friday.
And even if you do, you're not really gonna work.
You're not doing anything. I hear you, Big Ree. Yeah, I think Friday is going to be good.
For sure, yeah.
Football, if you want to do some online shopping or in person. And like you said, either you're off on Friday, so it's like an extra day off, to recover from Thanksgiving. We'll get into Thanksgiving dinner, don't worry, but you'll get Friday off, and you just be able to chill out. And even if you are working, whoever is actually going into work, they're either leaving early or you're doing absolutely nothing. Like literally absolutely nothing at work. How dare you even, you should be able to come in and just do nothing, literally get paid to do nothing.
I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, Wednesday.
What, just go in?
It's been slow.
Oh, I know a lot of the employers, they have the tradition where they let people off like 2-3 hours early.
Yeah, everyone's been telling me that, but I never gotten it for me. I'm like, they offer it, but they say you have to submit your time.
That's kind of nonsense.
Like, you can go, but you can submit your time.
They should just let you off. That was always the tradition. Like, literally, if you're off at 4, by like 1:32, they're like, just go home for the day, call it, get off early. And then, Wednesday traffic, especially here in LA, Wednesday traffic is no joke. Everyone's trying to get out of town and
Thankfully,
drive
I'm working at home.
Remote worker right here, Big Ree. Okay, so that's not, you don't have to deal with that because the roads are not fun,
Yeah, for sure not.
If you're traveling, a lot of people. Do people go to Vegas for Thanksgiving?
That's a good question. I've never been to Vegas for Thanksgiving, so that would actually be interesting to see Vegas is always open. It's open 365 days a year.
Absolutely, yeah.
So whoever wants Thanksgiving off is gonna have to work. The buffet will be really interesting, honestly. I'm just thinking about that in my head.
On that note, I know we're going to talk about the food and stuff, but obviously the buffets are going to be busy. I'm sure they're going to have some special items for Thanksgiving. They got to, right?
For sure, they're gonna have that pumpkin pie, all that stuff.
All that good stuff for this. So that would be cool. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to go to Vegas for Thanksgiving. Just I would prefer to be home.
I would prefer to be home, 100%.
But I wouldn't be completely against it either. But on that note, I was actually seeing this on Thursday, on Thanksgiving Day, this buffet here in LA at Universal City. It's called Sierra Cafe.
Okay.
In Universal City, right by Universal Studios. They're having a Thanksgiving brunch. No, Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay.
Buffet, though. All you can eat buffet. Seafood buffet and all sorts of good stuff, turkey. First, I want to ask you to guess, what is the entry price to this buffet?
Okay, so I'm going to say about $89.99.
Higher.
120.
Higher.
150?
Higher.
200?
$159.99
Oh, man.
for the buffet.
They must have some gold in there.
So if you think about it, $159.99 after tax, you're paying what, $16 tax, so $176, and then buffet, you got a tip too. You probably
10%.
you probably like 10% or whatever. But so let's say you're throwing in another $16. So you're paying about close to $195, $200.
Just round it off to 200
for a buffet. That's pretty tax, Big Ree.
You can go to Vegas and pay less.
Yeah, Vegas, you're paying like $80, $90.
And you can easily get away with 90.
They might have some specials, but I'm just saying $200 seems kind of crazy, right?
But they know it's Hollywood. They're gonna have tourists.
Yeah, but still $200 per person for a buffet?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they have all you can eat lobster tail, king crab, Wagyu steak, all sorts of turkey, good stuff, right? Like it's going to be a loaded buffet, but I mean, imagine someone just gave you $200, you go to any restaurant. I mean, come on, you could basically
You could eat the whole week for $200, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying like at a you're probably going to a nice venue and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
For 200, I don't know, $200 just look, guys, I don't know if I can justify $200, Big Ree. Can you?
No, I can't. I wouldn't do it. Even if someone paid for me, I wouldn't do it.
Wait, what?
It's just it's so high that it's like
If someone paid for you, you would not do it?
no.
I call cap. I'm calling cap on that, Big Ree. I'm calling cap on that, Big Ree. When the boss is paying, you're definitely not saying no for a $200 buffet all you can eat. That's cap. Come on, don't even come in here and try to say I can't accept a $199 buffet. Come on, Big Ree. If your boss say, hey, we're taking everybody out to this $100 $59 buffet, it's on us, you're gonna say no?
Yeah.
Ree, when you say stuff like that, you lose credibility on your guarantee pick. On your guaranteed Packers pick. It's just absolutely crazy. But yeah, I can't justify it, but I'm curious to see. Hopefully somebody puts a video out to see what they have there.
Yeah.
For $159. I mean, I want to see the spread. That's for sure. But but let's get into the Thanksgiving dinner. Obviously, Thanksgiving dinner is known for turkey. Everybody's going to eat the turkey. I think even more people are more and more going towards adding other proteins on the spread because turkey is just Thanksgiving, but people are switching it up. People are putting beef out there, meatloaf, ham. Obviously, that's their tradition.
For
ham.
Sure.
Then you got fish. There's a lot of pescatarians and people want some seafood. So I'm honestly like I like turkey, but very specific. If the turkey, sometimes turkey is not that great.
Yeah, I'm not a turkey guy at all. I want the sides, my G.
So I feel you. I'm all about the sides also. I go hard on the sides compared to the main course. So are you like a side dish kind of guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not about the main entree.
Nah.
So
only on Thanksgiving.
Okay, got it.
I don't like turkey.
Okay, so what sides, like if we're gonna let's try to rate like your top 5 sides. What are you looking forward to in your top 5 sides? Like I'm saying,
the tomato pie.
Okay, tomato pie.
Jalapeno cream corn.
Jalapeno cream corn, got it.
Those gotta have the mac.
Mac and cheese. Just put a smile on my face. Some creamy mac and cheese. Okay.
Mashed potatoes.
Okay.
I don't know what 5 will be.
Okay, first of all, let's get back to the mashed potatoes. Are you in on if we had to like break it down between mashed potatoes, scallop potatoes, or baked potatoes,
Mashed potatoes.
What number 1 is mash?
Yeah.
What's number 2?
Probably scallop.
Number 3, baked potatoes.
Yeah. I don't want no baked shit. I'm not trying to eat healthy here, okay?
Baked potatoes not a healthy dish.
Yeah, those 3 are. Yeah. It's like you're trying to bake it.
What do you think? What are people doing with mashed potatoes?
You put all this butter and stuff in it, all this.
Okay, but fair enough. But I mean, baked potatoes. Like I'm just a steak and I always tell people I'm a steak and potatoes kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like just give me a good steak, you know, a medium steak and some potatoes. But a baked potatoes, like I feel like that's like a real just a manly dish. You know, you're just cutting the baked potato, throwing some butter on there, throwing some other condiments, and just eating the potato, digging in.
Yeah.
But you're a mashed potato. So what's your number 5? So you said you got tomato pie, jalapeno cream corn,
There's
mac
so many
and
dishes
cheese.
that I have on the table I forget.
But you got to tell me like what's number 5. I'll give you some options.
Okay.
You got Brussels sprouts that are very popular.
I don't like that.
Candy yams
No, I don't like
are
that.
very popular.
They're popular, yeah, I agree.
You got collard greens.
Probably that could be it, yeah. Man.
You got what else? You got potato salad.
That's right there. It could be. It's between the collard greens and the...
You got to pick one, Big Ray. You can't say
I'll
it's
go
between.
collard greens.
Collard greens, okay.
I need my greens, you feel me?
But what's your number 1 side? Mashed potatoes? You're saying mashed potatoes 100%.
I don't know. It's tough. Either mashed potatoes or the cream corn.
Yeah, cream corn is bomb. We've been to the Thanksgiving dinner and the cream corn is there.
Yeah.
But I like, you know, mac and cheese is a must for me. It's a must. I have to have candy yams. I have to have it. It's a Thanksgiving tradition. I gotta have it.
Yeah.
Baked potatoes always good. Tomato pie you can't go wrong with. Trying to think what else. Potato salad. I mean, I'm gonna try a little bit of every side. That's for sure. Are you a gravy kind of guy, Big Ray?
A little bit. It depends how the mashed potatoes are. I try it first without the gravy.
And then if you
need the gravy, you put the gravy on. It's like when you eat steak. You try it by itself first.
Got it. Okay, but on that note, like for turkey, are you dipping between gravy, cranberry sauce, or like chimichurri?
Probably cranberry sauce.
Okay, all right. I mean, they're all good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just getting so pumped, like talking about this, all this sides, getting so hungry, man. So much good food. Yeah, cannot wait. Let's get into the I cannot believe I just forgot cornbread. How did we forget cornbread?
Oh, this don't come with no cornbread?
Come on, how did we forget cornbread? Cornbread, I guess some people can make an argument that falls in the dessert. I do not fall in that category. That is a side dish, cornbread, first of all, and that's in the top 5.
Yeah.
I absolutely, like, if it's
I'd probably put cornbread in there.
As a Thanksgiving tradition, cornbread has got to be in there. If cornbread's not in there, that's a problem. Candy yams got to be in there, and mac and cheese has got to be in there.
Yeah.
The other 2 can be a wild card, but those 3 got to be in there. Cornbread, mac and cheese, candy yams, or mashed potatoes, and then you can alternate, but those are a must. Let's get into the dessert, Big Ree. What are your top desserts that you want on obviously Thanksgiving?
Oh, that brings it up. We got a BK. We're gonna have someone's making a pumpkin pie instead of us getting the Costco pie this year. The Costco pie is the best. It's not hard to make a pumpkin pie, okay?
Fair enough.
But it's not gonna come out as a Costco pumpkin pie, okay?
It could be. It just depends. I mean, if somebody's baking a pumpkin pie, are they using pumpkin puree? Are they actually using? They're getting the pumpkin, mashing it up, and using real pumpkin. That's a big question.
They're probably getting the pumpkin puree.
That could be a doozy, but you gotta have pumpkin pie, and I don't know about you, Big Ree, but you gotta have whipped cream on your pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like so that's a must. There's gotta be whipped cream. And you got to be a little bit generous. Don't be shy with the whipped cream on Thanksgiving. What else? What else are you getting?
Pecan pie.
Pecan pie. First of all, is it pecan or is it pecan?
I don't know. That's why I gave it with the accent.
You just said pecan like this is kind of fancy, bougie.
Yeah.
Like pecan.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, can I have some pecan pie?
Because it's almost double the price of a pumpkin pie.
Yeah, but it just, I don't know about you, and viewers, chime in, comment below if it's pecan or pecan, but I'm saying pecan. Like, I never go and say, hey, do you guys have some pecan pie? I'm like, I want some pecan pie. You know, and so I'm definitely in for that. I'm definitely in for pecan pie. I'm a big apple pie kind of guy. So I think you got to have apple pie too. I love apple pie.
Yeah.
Nothing like just good old American apple pie.
Yeah.
Well, what other desserts are going to be on the menu, Big Ree?
I don't know what else is on there. We're gonna have no pumpkin tiramisu this year. Did you hear the breaking news?
Why not?
Someone requested a date cake instead from the chef who makes the pumpkin tiramisu. These are major BKs to me, but I'm not gonna really make a big deal. But they were definitely BKs.
I mean, I'm all for change in life.
Yeah.
And change is part of life, and you got to accept change, and you got to embrace change. But sometimes, unfortunately, people want to change things for no damn reason. Some things don't need to be changed. When something is good, you roll with it, you stick with it. You don't need to change it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need if pumpkin tiramisu is really good, and now we have to start throwing in peach tiramisu just for the hell of it. There's no need for it. Like, you got to, whatever's good is good. Sometimes, what is the saying going, Big Ree?
Don't fix what's not fix what's not broken.
Sometimes, you don't fix what's not broken, and sometimes you don't realize what's good until it's gone.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit disappointed about that, Big Ree, but, pumpkin tiramisu. I'm not that big on ice cream on Thanksgiving.
I agree. It's cold time of the year too.
But I'll be honest, I do have a tradition that I usually do get ice cream on Thanksgiving morning. There is a local Baskin Robbins that's open from about 3 p.m. And I usually have a tradition. I have to get some ice cream on Thanksgiving. It's part of my tradition.
Okay.
But I don't think there's any other desserts. Hopefully someone to make some, Rice Krispies or something. That's always good.
We have a date cake. We know that.
Date cake. I mean, I'll probably eat the date cake. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, who the hell is looking forward to date cake on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably good. Doesn't mean it's not good. I mean, there's a lot of donuts would be good.
Yeah.
Dubai viral chocolate would be good.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lot of good items, but I mean, there's a time and place for everything. If you know what I mean.
That's right.
But on that note, is there any other traditions that you have on Thanksgiving?
That's pretty much it. I remember we drove by this place when we were heading to Shakey's. We used to get pies from here. Marie Callender's.
Marie Callender's pies. Yeah, those are always legit. I don't know if those are in these, but Marie Callender's solid pies.
Yeah, we used to get those. Those are good.
Solid. Definitely going to pick up one of those soon. But I want the viewers to comment below. I want you guys, this is all the DGF family, and I'm interested to know, we want them to comment. First of all, give us your top 3. If I say, hey, give us your top side, that's kind of tough. So give us your top 3 sides on Thanksgiving, your top dessert on Thanksgiving that you're looking forward to. If you're capping off the night with some coffee or some hot chocolate or something, or cider, I want to know about that. And then if you have any kind of Thanksgiving traditions that you do every year.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be going to no big fancy Thanksgiving dinner with friends and family. Maybe it's just you with a roommate or a friend or some other just family member. Maybe it's you just with your pet or whatever it is, and you have a tradition. You're going to get some food, and whatever it is, that's all good. So comment below. I want to know what it is. I'm really excited to hear about that. Anything else you want to throw in about Thanksgiving, Big Ree?
No, that's pretty much it.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
All I want to say is don't hold back. Just this is a one day, eat it all out. You'll be at the gym the next day, or you'll be walking around doing a lot of Black Friday shopping.
There you go. Wise man, Big Ree. All right, let's get into some shout-outs, Big Ree, for Thanksgiving shout-outs.
Big shout out to Corey Silva for understanding the grind and sticking with the best, betting smart, understanding the risks, and always supporting our channel. You're the definition of a true player. Let's keep those winnings rolling with Big Ree and Ace, baby.
All right, Corey Silva. I want to give a shout out to Kevin Ross. He commented, I love you guys, love your channel. Keep doing what you do. I found you guys last year, mid-season. Appreciate it, Kevin Ross.
Shout out to Paul Mansir. Mansiri says, as always, you guys do a terrific job. Looking forward to this weekend and cleaning up.
All right, Paul, appreciate it. Shout out to High Steppin'. Doubters just have not been around long enough. By far the most superior picks channel on the net. Shout out from the 205.
Shout out to High Stipend. Jerry Silkman, nice NFL plays last week, Ace. Yeah, Ace has been on a heater in NFL. If you watch the NFL games, he's been on a heater.
All right, shout out to Tony Chen. I hope this weekend is better, and hopefully it was better from last weekend, and we went, another 4-2 week in NFL, and so appreciate it, Tony Chen.
Shout out to Wes McCluskey. You're the real deal. Thank you for showing patience and positivity. We'll keep delivering some awesome picks for your supporters like you.
All right, Jay Money Shot, shout out. He said Red Lobster still open in Bay City, Missouri. Great show. Thank you for tuning in, Jay.
Shout out to Keith, just the truth. Ball brother, I use the Nivea for men. I'm not big on shine, just cleanliness and healthy look and keeping bumps and wrinkles, as you know, as the head shape and the rock ball look.
Yeah, and that's not for everybody. You're right, Keith. Not everybody can rock the bald look. I appreciate it. Shout out to my bald brother, and I got to get on this Nivea. I told him I'm picking that up. I got to make a Target run this weekend and pick some up. And I agree. It's not about the shine, just keeping it smooth and moist and and clean. So I agree. But I'm gonna pick it up. I got you, brother. Shout out to Eddie Combs. I like the Fresno State pick. That was the Vegas special of the week. I said it's the Vegas special, and I hope everybody jumped on that Fresno State pick. Lock of the week.
Shout out to Real Talk Walk. He said, I am rocking with you guys. Win, lose, or draw. You, my guys, keep doing your bet. Keep doing your best. That is good enough for me.
We appreciate it, brother. Thank you guys for tuning in. And, we do our best, and we appreciate all the support. And then shout out to Stantino129, the loyal from the NYC. Loyal. We know you boys are transparent. When you have a bad week, you guys own up to it. But like you said, Ace, who wants to advertise that? Anyways, let us get it this weekend. Boys, I feel like full card sweep. Thank you for supporting us, Stantino. We appreciate it, brother. We're doing our best.
All right. The moment everyone's been waiting for.
Let's get into the picks. Without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. All right, game one. This is a Friday night game. We got Oregon. It's a Friday game. We got Oregon State at Boise State. Boise State is a 19-point favorite. Oregon State 5-6, coming off a 41-38 win versus Washington State. They played well late to secure a comeback win versus Washington State. Snapped a 5-game losing streak for Oregon State. And prior to this win, Oregon State lost 44-7 at Cal, 24-13 versus San Jose, and 28-0 to Air Force. Okay, so prior to this loss, those were 3 big losses they had. Then we got Boise State 10-1 coming off a 17-13 win versus Wyoming. They didn't play great. They were actually down 13-10 in the fourth, and they came back and won. They're on a 9-game winning streak since the week 2 loss to Oregon, 37-34. Only lost to the number 1 team in the nation. Running back Ashton Genty, 11 straight 100-yard games. He hit the 2,000-yard mark last week. 27 touchdowns, 7.5 yards per carry. Big Ree, this guy is on fire. And here's my thought with Boise State. They are currently in the playoff picture in the top 12, but they do need a solid win here. Like they don't need a win by 35, but they need a solid win. They're at home here. I think they don't want to go into the playoffs with a kind of, just kind of reeling off 2 mediocre wins. And I like them to win easy here. I really like Boise State to win, to cover this 19, and I think they're going to cover this comfortably. And so I'm taking Boise State minus 19. All right, game 2. We got Maryland at Penn State. Penn State is a 24.5-point favorite. Maryland 4-7. They're coming off a 29-13 loss to Iowa. They're on a 4-game losing streak. They did have a good win early on in the season to USC 29-28. They did lose at Oregon 39-18. And then they lost at Indiana 42-28. So they played 2 pretty powerhouse teams and lost, but didn't get completely trounced. Then we got Penn State 10-1, coming off a 26-25 win versus Minnesota at Minnesota. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They had to squeak out this win versus Minnesota, but they did get the win. Only loss on the season, 2013 to Ohio State. Drew Aller, 72% completion, 17 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. The guy's got 2,497 passing yards. He also has 4 touchdowns on the ground. And here's my thought here. Penn State is going to win this game. There is no question about Penn State winning this game. They're definitely going to win at home. I like Penn State to put up 35 to 38 points maximum. They're not going to put up more than that. But I like Maryland to put up about 14 points here. I think Maryland can easily put up 14. You do the rudimentary math here, simple math, 38 minus 14. Best case 38, that's 24. And so I'm taking Maryland here. I think they can cover the 24.5. I think that's too much for them. So I'm taking Maryland plus 24.5. Game 3. We got Oklahoma at LSU. LSU is a 6-point favorite. Oklahoma 6-5, coming off a 24-3 win versus Alabama. Spanked Alabama. They outgained Alabama 325 to 234. They controlled the time of possession in this game. They are 1-2 on the road. So in 11 games, they've only had 3 road games. Quarterback Jackson Arnold. This guy's a nice QB. He's solid. He has some potential, but I just don't think he's there yet, and I don't trust him at all on the road in a hostile environment like Baton Rouge. And then we got LSU 7-4, coming off a 24-17 win versus Vanderbilt. They snapped a 3-game losing streak. They started 6-1, and then they had a rough stretch there where they had 3 out of 4 games on the road against some pretty good teams, Florida, A&M, and their quarterback Nussmeier, that guy's putting up yards, 3,400 yards, 23 touchdowns. Look, Oklahoma is a good team. They got some potential. They're a known program, but LSU is clearly better. LSU is at home, and I think everybody's going to judge LSU on that 3-game losing streak, and I'm not. I think that was a rough stretch for them. Then they got a good win against Vanderbilt, who's an underrated team also. So don't just look at that 7-point game. They probably should have won by 14, but don't look at that and be like, oh, they barely beat Vanderbilt. They're not going to cover against an Oklahoma team that just blew out Alabama. Alabama stinks, and Oklahoma is not that good. They just played a really good game, and they didn't even play that good. Everything just worked out for them. And so I really like LSU. I think Brian Kelly wants to have a good win here. They want to get 9 wins. They can still get 9 wins on the season and with a bowl win as well. And so this is my lock of the week, boys and girls. I'm taking LSU -6. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
The first game I got is Utah State at Colorado State. Utah State 4-7, coming off a 41-20 win versus San Diego State. Colorado 7-4, coming off a loss versus Fresno State. Utah State is on a 2-game winning streak. QB Byron Barnes is playing pretty solid this season. However, their defense has been inconsistent, allowing an average of 33.8 points per game. Colorado State's defense has been good, so going to take the points here and swallow and take Colorado State -6. The second game I got is Miami at Syracuse. Miami coming off a huge 42-14 win. Syracuse 8-3, coming off a 31-24 win versus UConn. Miami has a potent offense, averaging 45 points, but their defense is not good. Syracuse has been competitive offensively and averaging 31.8 points, giving up an average of 28 points. This is going to be a shootout here, so I'm going to take 2 picks on her. I'm going to take Syracuse +11 and over 66.
Okay. All right. Should be a good weekend, boys and girls. Happy Thanksgiving from
Big Ree and Ace.
Big Ree and Ace. Don't get full. Eat up. Enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner. It only comes once a year. Enjoy that 4-day weekend with your family and friends. Stay safe. Stay warm. Clean up. Jump on the money train. Link to the Patreon membership is in the description below. Let's have a great weekend, boys, and we'll see you next week for Conference Championship Week.